Okay, oblique. So remember, oblique is slant, right? Sideways, diagonal. Okay, so we're dealing with these. Okay. So again, I want to re-emphasize, this is really important, and you guys got it down, but this is your notes. If you have a OA, which we will in these problems, because we're doing the OAs, that means you have no HA automatically, because you can't have both. Okay, so you can't have both. Okay, if you have an OA, you don't have it. So we're going to expand on Mr. Button, okay? Because that's where it comes from, right? So this will come from a bigger on top scenario, okay? So we know that if it's bigger on top, we have no HA, and that's where it leads us to the maybe OA, and I'm about to show you why. Okay, so here is the punchline. I'm just going to put it to you in words. We'll have a OA, so an oblique asymptote, okay? Only if the top is bigger. So up to there, there's no difference, right? It's still just bigger, okay? But here's the main point. So I'm going to change colors here. It has to be bigger by 1. Okay, that's the main point. That it has to not just be bigger, but bigger by 1. Okay, now let me show you. We're going to make a little contrast table to see what's bigger than 1, what's not bigger than 1. Okay, so here we go. Let's compare. Okay, so this would be OA scenarios, and this would be no OA. So here we go. Let's say you had x3 over x2, x2 over x, x7 over x6, x3 over just so you can quickly see the difference, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to find the difference in the degrees. Okay? Which means we're going to subtract the top from the bottom, okay? So Rafael, what would be the difference between these two if you subtract them? X1, right? So 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. What's the difference between the second one, between these two? Not 2, right? Because what power is here, Rafael? If we don't have a power, it's a 1, right? So it's really just 1, okay? And the difference here, 1, okay? So those are all 1. Lorenzo, what about over here? What would be the difference here? 2, 6. Okay, remember, because if they don't have that power, it's a 1. Okay, so that's all we mean, guys. That's all we mean, bigger by 1. So these would be OA. These would be no OA. They're bigger, but not by 1. They're more than 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? Okay. Question? Okay, so let me show you now. So now part 5. Now that you know how to tell if it has an OA, how are we going to find that OA? Okay, so part 5. Find the equation of the OA. Okay. And we're going to visit our old friend, synthetic division. Okay. Synthetic